Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we got some big news on Nadeshot that had to go publicly apologize and kind of talk about some big stuff because his organization, 100 Thieves, just went through a somewhat pretty big layoff. A lot of people on Twitter were talking about it. People were pretty upset. And of course, when it comes to organizations, sometimes you have to do that kind of hard call to minimize some costs and cut things down, especially if you're just not being profitable, you're trimming certain regions, whatever it might be. It is business. But also the big drama in this all is during this big layoff that happened this week, he also went down to Mexico to go and do some gambling streams over on Kick. And as you guys probably know, gambling streams, you drive a lot of money. Like, you make a lot of money on it. And it's, well, some people are kind of thinking it was a little bit sketchy because, well, he's doing all this stuff, making big gambling money, that blood money, that Kick money, while his old organization has to be laying off people. So let's go talk about this and give you guys my thoughts on it. And I'm going to be a little bit biased in this one. I like Nadeshot. I think the guy is cool. I've met the guy and I got nothing but nice words to say about him. Super respectful. I like his content. I like his streams. And like, he just seems like a cool dude. So let's go and talk about this. So like as I mentioned, this is all in regards now to his kind of public statement saying in regards to the recent 100 Thieves layoff and the gambling streams this past weekend, the timing was awful, which is already a good start. He's taking his accountability. He's like being like, bro, it's just rough times. I'm just doing what I got to do. After our last board meeting, I should have followed up and learned more about these conversations, but I didn't. For that, I apologize, but hopefully this video clears some things on up. Let's go watching on through. I'm going to chime in my opinions throughout it. But my high level, if you guys are curious, I'd love to hear your thoughts down below and subscribe if y'all are new or like the video, whatever. I think Nadeshot kind of took a step away from 100 Thieves. He has his own brand. He had millions of subs beforehand. If he wants to stream, take sponsors, or do things separate from 100 Thieves, as much as it's his baby, he's not the CEO anymore. And he has this opportunity to move on. And if he even wants to go do a brand deal with like Hyundai and he gets $100,000 in a free car, like, does he have to go and give his employees in a different company like a free car from it when he on his own YouTube, his own Twitch, his own spare time is doing it? I'd probably lean towards no, but people may disagree, and this is why I want to hear your thoughts. So let's go hear what he has to go and say and apologize and address on the situation.
After our first couple streams with Rubet, and we got to talk about some things because...
But by the way, Rubet is a gambling sponsor. And as I mentioned, gambling sponsors, when you got millions of followers, these are some big, juicy deals. I've seen them. I'm not even a big streamer. I got like 70K followers. But like, I've seen these things are girthy.
I got on Twitter. Whoa. I got on Reddit. Whoa. A lot of people very upset. And, you know, for what it's worth, the timing of some of these things, the way that they played out, I get why people are upset, but...
Like, he's calling out, you know, people got layoffs and he's doing these gambling sponsors, making that money. I get it. Like, why? I get both sides.
Look, throughout this video, I'm not really here to change anybody's opinion because just the time that I've spent on the internet where people make an opinion, have an opinion, it's really hard to change that.
It's
so
true,
I'm just
yeah,
going to tell you guys the God's honest truth, and you can believe me if you want.
He's like, need you. I'm like, getting my drink.
I'm not here to be dismissive or condescending or passive aggressive about any of this. Bro, I just want to give you guys exactly the way that I see things, the way that things happen.
I like people who just say it like it is. I get it.
To be clear, I am not the CEO of 100 Thieves anymore. I don't go into the office that's in LA. I live in...
I think that alone is the biggest deal. Like, if he was working on these day-to-day deals, he takes an individual sponsor, takes money away from the company, I'd say people would have a little bit more like right to be upset with layoffs too. Like, he's like been doing his own thing. He moved away. He has his wife, has his kids. Like, I respect it. Like, I think I'm more on the, he has his own brand. He's doing again.
Texas now. I haven't been the CEO of one of these for almost 2 years now. And I attend about 4 board meetings a year. Our last board meeting was at the end of July. And that is the last communication besides asking about some off-season roster stuff that I've had with the executive team at 100 Thieves.
Like, he's cooking.
Why I think that's important is because when I got to Mexico, which was...
By the way, side insert, bro, I can't believe, like, because it's illegal to do some of these online gambling streams in America. So since these sponsors are worth so much money, like Aiden Ross or Nadeshot or whoever, or even like Trainwrecks, I think he moved to Canada for it. Like, they'll literally fly to Mexico for the weekend, bro, and just go do a bunch of gambling streams, you know, like go and do a 4-hour stream, get paid like, let's say 100K. I don't know how much. These probably big boy money, big Guccio money. And then they just leave. They're like, okay, I'm flying back. Like, that's the dream. I mean, gambling, I know, can be rough. Like, bro, that's an insanely good sponsor. I'd be doing that.
The 4th,
like, honey, pack up. We're packing our bags.
I got a text on the 5th, Friday morning, that they hope I'm enjoying Mexico and just wanted to provide me with an update that they were laying 12 people off that day.
That's
Last
an oofer,
board
dude.
meeting that I attended in July, was there was a conversation that we might have to lay off a few folks. Now, in no situation in the rounds of layoffs that we've had to do in the past when I was at the helm of 100 Thieves, I don't enjoy that. I take no pride in that.
I've had to fire one guy when I was working for a company. One dude. The person cried. And I was like, what do I do, dude? I'm not even like the owner. I'm not the CEO. I just had to do it. Like, they kind of made me do the dirty work, you know? The guy cried. They was literally crying. He's like, what do I do now? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I would keep you if I could. I control the paycheck, man. I don't know.
Is the worst thing that I've probably ever had been a part of in my career. All right?
Pain.
And when we've done those layoffs, I always say when I talk about it, I know that it's not bad for me. And I'm not complaining about my job and what I had to do to be involved in those layoffs. I'm honestly ashamed of it, right? The people that are affected by those layoffs, those are the people that we should feel empathy for. And for the folks that were...
Yeah, I respect that. He's like, hey, man, like, my life's doing good. He's probably set. Let's be honest. If you're pulling 10K plus views, you got all these subs, you're doing sponsors for the stuff, you're set. But he's earned it, dude. Like, this guy's been in the gaming world forever, man. Like, people like the dude. I like the guy myself, and I'm sure it sucks having to cut people out. But it's like the separation between, like, your personal brand and business. Because I'm sure he can go and, you know, keep these salaries going for people nonstop. But if he's not even the CEO, he's just on the board, like, is it his responsibility? No, if the company's not profitable, sometimes you got to lay off people. And now I'd rather people have jobs, but like it kind of is one of those, it is what it is type vibes. Like, you do have to have that line at some point. So I can see why some people are upset about it. But I think maybe I'm a little bit more sympathetic. Maybe I'm biased. I don't know, because I like Nade. But like, you know, sometimes it's just how the way the world works.
Laid off from 100 Thieves this time around. I hope nothing more for you to find a great place, land on your feet. It's the worst. I get it. But I didn't even realize that they were finalized. You could believe me or not. I don't know, bro. That would be a pretty ballsy call for me. Be like, hey, you know what? I know that we're doing those layoffs here, but fuck it. We're going live with Rubet. It's just like, whoa. I had no idea. And when I've been
doing like, I get it. Like sometimes if you know this stuff's about to happen, like, you almost want to give yourself the extra week or two, or it's just bad timing.
The text, I was just like, and the reason why I was in Mexico that week is because my wife is she's 37 weeks pregnant. The C-section is already on the calendar in 2 weeks. She has planned my trips to Mexico for the Rubet streams for September, October, November.
And like I said, these are probably like, hey, we're like, do 2 sponsors or 3 streams. We're in Mexico. It's legal there to go do these promotions. We give you some good money. We're probably paying for the trip. Like, I mean, I'd be doing the same thing. I got to be honest.
December and January already. She's a planner in this group. My Rubet stream was already planned for supposed to actually come back today, but I finished early, so I came home early. That had been on the calendar for weeks and weeks and weeks. So a terrible situation.
I get it.
Terrible, you know, turn of events. But that's what happened with the layoffs and 100 Thieves and Rubet. So now the last thing I want to talk about is the morality of gambling on stream. All right.
By the way, I'm not sponsored by these people, bro. If you gamble, you're probably going to lose all of your money. Be super careful. Longing, shorting, doing options. I'm burping because LaCroix. Don't gamble, bro. Like, unless I'm getting paid $1 million, then still don't gamble. Like, it's please be careful.
If I were fucking named Nick A30 and I'm doing Fortnite fashion shows or I'm hide and seeking in this YouTube video, and all of a sudden when they come find me, I'm hiding in a casino. I'm like, hey kids, now that you're here, let's gamble. I'm looking at my back end analytics on YouTube right now. 59% of my audience is 25 through 34 years old. 19% of my audience is 35 through 44 years old. 5% of my audience is 45 through 54 years old. Dude, 13 to 17-year-olds, 0.02%.
That's like nothing. I mean, like, I get it. Some people just don't like gambling. And I think that's actually a good take to have. Don't gamble. Gambling can ruin lives. It's an addiction. I mean, maybe if you want to just drop a little bit for funsies, go for it. Like, you do some sports bets. Like, I get it. That's fine. I don't gamble. My dad was a bad gambler, lost a bunch of money. But, like, you know, dude, if someone gave me, like, I'm talking, like, insane amount of money, I'm taking it. Like, that's just me being honest. Now, do I wish I can be a multi-quadrillionaire and I don't got to do that? Yes. But like, for me right now, you go give me $100K to go and do like a 6-stint gambling stream to also fly out to Mexico, and I can go help out my mama or something. I'm doing it.
Brother,
Might be a little harder for Nadeshot because the boy's rich, you know. But like he was doing the CS:GO gambling streams. Like, what's different? You know, it's kind of similar at the end of the day.
Guys, you act like I make Roblox, Minecraft, and Fortnite videos. You know what I mean? I mean, fuck. I'm watching ESPN and I got a money line spread ticker on the bottom of the screen. I mean, across all major forms of entertainment and media, gambling advertisement happens. I was doing the case openings a month and a half ago, and we were losing our minds over it. They're like, yo, gold, gold, gold. Open some cases, man. You got to start drinking right now. Like, people were all about it. And
it is true. Like, what's the difference on CS:GO gambling? Like, that's pretty chill there, but you go do this, it's like a bigger deal. I think it's just the timing with the 100 Thieves. I think that's it. So, like, it stinks. Like, I think it stinks for all parties. And I'm, like, not blindly supporting Nate over here. But he's like taking accountability. He's like, hey, it is what it is. Like, I get it.
I said time and time again. If I'm sitting on stream and you guys were watching the case opens, if you didn't, even if I'm streaming Call of Duty, brother, I make terrible jokes all day. And I said, if I get a gambling deal, I'm doing it. And people were like, fuck yeah, brother. You want to drink and gamble? Let's do it. I'm like, hell yeah. And
bro, I'm telling you, I must be a sellout. You gave me 100K, dude, a stream to go get some drinky drinks over in Mexico with the boys. Bring my wife here. I don't have a wife. Any single ladies hit me up. No one's gonna be single ladies watching the stream, but whatever. Bro, I'm like doing that.
It happened, and it's awesome. All right, it's awesome. Don't gamble, you will lose. I'm telling you right now, don't gamble, you will lose. But I've got fucking Drake, Trainwrecks, XQC. I've got some of the biggest creators, some of the biggest names of entertainment doing this. Look, I'm not trying to sit and be like, just they do it, I can do it. But holy shit, man. I feel like I just spawned in and I'm the first one to ever do a gambling deal. Now, the layoff thing and it happening at the same time, I get it. But listen, I am not in the day-to-day 100 Thieves anymore. My demographic is significantly older than what people say. So if you guys, if you hate me just exclusively for gambling, I can see why some people would hate it or hate me. I got offered an ungodly amount of money.
Bro, he's probably getting, this is probably like $1 million a stream, bro. It's probably some crazy stuff.
To go do something that I enjoy doing already, that I, from time to time, it's just what it is, man.
Bro, like, I'd be doing the same thing, man. I must be a sellout, dude.
It's what it is. So, look, I'm not sure if this video helped at all, because honestly, the more I kept talking through it, the more upset I kept getting, and the more condescending I probably sound.
Yeah, he did seem a little hated. Dude, I can see why someone would be a little against it. I'm like, bro, you do what you gotta do. You pay your bills. Like, I get it, man. If you guys disagree, let me know.
But that's where I'm at here. That's how I feel. And I hope you guys have a great day. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything that I missed, but yeah. All right. Hope that helped.
Who knows? Some people are kind of iffy on it. Some people are calling him out a little bit. Some people are like, bro, what's going on? Even XQC, he's kind of his hot take over here. I'll play this one out.
But he does it his own money? Buddy, I am sort of, people are mad because, yo, these businesses are not even parallels. They're so unrelated, it's insane. Yo, this is funds. This is like getting mad at him because his house got renovated and people are being laid off. Like, what about it? These are not parallel. What is he supposed to do? Is he supposed to take a loan at the bank to fucking give to ex-employees? Like, what is the man supposed to do?
I kind of agree. Like, once you're kind of out, you're out. Like, it is what it is.
Just to be clear, I am not the CEO of 100 Thieves anymore.
When somebody makes money and he earns a wage or earns money for his work, he can spend it however the fuck he wants. The man can get the money, get a bin, and burn it on fire and fire the
all right, I'd rather him just give that to me in person instead of letting it on fire, but that's just me.
whole squad. I don't give a shit. It's his own personal fund that he's earned, buddy.
I'm in the same boat. It's his personal brand he's earned throughout the years, and it kind of sucks that people got laid off, but I want to hear your thoughts and comments and all this down below. I like Nate, so I might have been biased. Subscribe if you guys are new. Appreciate y'all so much for watching. Peace out.